Let's get to it.
YouTube, what is going on, you beautiful guardians? It is Mesa Sean back at it with some Destiny, and we got an update from Bungie today, and it's about fine-tuning the weapons, just overall. And it's kind of funny, it's a coinky-dink, as I call it, because I was just commenting, getting a few conversations with you guys on Twitter, how much I've been enjoying PvP lately, and it's no lie. I had to grind out 150 marks on 2 characters this past week, and really enjoying it. You know, I tried Battlefield Hardline last night for a couple of hours, and I just was not feeling it. And you know, this is my, of course, opinion only. 2 best multiplayers I've ever played in my life is Killzone Shadowfall and Destiny PvP. I don't know why, those are the 2 that for me were the most fun and I enjoy. So I'm just going to throw some gameplay in the background that I am not embarrassed by and go through it all. And I'm just going to give you the meat and potatoes, guys. You know me. I'm going to link everything in the description. There's some stats and grids and everything, all that stuff. It's all going to be in the description. Let's just go through the meat and potatoes and give you my opinion and thoughts. And then more importantly, get your opinion and thoughts. Leave them in the comment section. Let's jump into it. Okay, so first off, the auto rifles are going to be getting a little bit of a nerf because they're meant to be a close to medium range, and let's face it, everyone's using them for long range. I in particular because I want to stay away from fusion rifle heads. So it says that their goals, auto rifles, is to be optimal at close and medium range. Damage, stability, and range are tuned such that players desire stability for reliable close quarters damage and range for better accuracy and distance. So here's the changes they're going to do. Okay, they're going to reduce the base damage of all the auto rifles by 2.5%, but for the high rate of fire ones, like I guess your Dr. Nope, and I wonder if they're referring to the for the people and up for anything, because those are kind of lower impact, higher fire rate. Their reduction is going to be a little bit lower. Then they're going to reduce the effective range value so that the damage, fall off, and accuracy are a stronger factor in combat decisions. So that's basically saying, okay, our range is going to be reduced a little bit because, again, they're trying to make these medium close quarters. All right, I could deal with that. Range reduction is less severe in the higher stat values, so now on, your range stat is more critical to long distance engagement. So in a nutshell, basically what they're saying is, hey, these auto rifles are way too effective at long range, and it's true. I mean, when I absolutely have to go try hard, I go with my Soros regime, because it's what I'm best at. I don't like using it all the time because I just love playing with different guns, and I love my Vex Terrific class, and if I feel like my aim is on, I use Hawk Moon and Thorn, but for the most part, if I'm getting shit on, I'm going to go with the Soros regime. Now, as for the pulsating rifles, pulse rifles, I've been loving Red Death and Oversoul Edict. I'll actually annotate those vids on your screen, plug. It's stupid, sorry, I haven't gotten enough sleep. Okay, so their goals makes sense, supposed to be the middle ground between auto rifles and scout rifles. So here's what they're going to do. Their goals are pulse rifles optimal at medium range, but can still effectively harass enemies at close or longer range distances. Rate of fire sets a pace for players to both track moving targets and then deliver precision damage in bursts. So what's the changes? What are they going to do? They're going to increase the base damage of pulsating rifles. I like saying pulsating, I think it's funny. But you guys probably don't. 9.7%. Okay, DPS is now more in line with other primary. This is great, okay, because this is even before this patch is going live, and I got a shitload of... Why do I keep cursing this vid? I got a boatload of Red Death clips, so that review is going to be coming up shortly. I've been just annihilating people with that thing, and also the Oversoul Edict, okay? Love those pulse rifles. So they're increasing the damage with them. Hey, I'm a happy camper with that. Now, with regards to hand cannons, I only use the Hawk Moon, Thorn, and also my beloved Red Hen 9 with explosive rounds. But, to be frank, they're not meant to be long range, and quite often I cross-map people with my Hawk Moon, even though I'm Bad Aim's McGillicuddy. There are some games where I get a lot of people. And I love Hawk Moon sometimes because when a confusion rifle head misses me at close quarters and I get one of those luck in the chamber rounds and I 2-shot him, it's very, very rewarding. But, onto the changes. Goals are going to be hand cannons, again, optimal at medium range. Hand cannon is optimal when shots are paced, but become less effective when fired quickly. Okay, that makes sense. Rewards agility when under fire, precision targeting, and snapshots. So in other words, no Bad Aim's McGillicuddy. You got to be a KJ Hovey or MTash. The changes, they're reducing the effective range. Damage fall-off starts closer to the shooter, and follow-up shots are less accurate at long ranges. Slight reduction to the initial accuracy. This is unnoticeable at close to medium range, but underscores the range intentions when used from far away. Which, guys, you know, I'm fine with, because, you know, there's a lot of times where even with my Thorn, I cross-map kill someone, or I get cross-map killed with the Thorn all the time. So, you know what, guys, I'm not going to complain about this one. I may not like it a little bit, but it's fine. Now guys, I just perused all this information. Okay, I'm actually reading this live and then giving you my reaction. So we're on to fusion rifles. So please, let's see what they're going to do here. So I'm just going to read this verbatim. Fusion rifles are one of the most continuous weapons in PvP arena right now. They've been largely untouched since Destiny launched, and it has been great to watch the community slowly adopt these overpowered weapons. No, they didn't say overpowered. These weapons and understand how to use them effectively. Currently, they are the most hotly unliked weapon to be killed by. On the other end of the feedback spectrum, they are supremely satisfying guns to kill with. I don't think it's just pure cheese. When I picked up that plug one and just went ham with it just to see what it was like, it was ridiculous. It wasn't fun. It was cheap. Alright, so now I can talk a little bit about special ammo. So it is pretty easy to find and build a fusion rifle that could push the range limits and land one-hit kills or massive damage from pretty far away. No fucking shit. Furthermore, in the Crucible, it is not difficult to depend on a steady stream of special ammo so that players rarely have to pick and choose the right time to use this weapon. No, because they're just using it constantly. They don't use their primaries anymore. Our changes address these issues and leave the overall feel and function of the fusion rifle intact. Alright, let's see what the goals are and see what the changes. Oh, and in before you guys say, well, all you use is your Vex Terrific class, man. That's a fusion rifle. No, that thing acts like an auto rifle. It can't cross-map kill you with one shot. Alright, goals. Fusion rifles are optimal at mid-range where targets are easier to track, but they're not close enough to attack while you charge up. Requires combat foresight and the ability to predict the target's movement to use successfully. Okay, let's see if they're actually going to implement it. Changes. Blast pattern on a fusion rifle burst cone is a little wider. Close to medium range volleys are largely unaffected, but at distance these projectiles are less likely to land hits on a single target. This reduces the reliability of landing a one-shot kill at far range and make the weapon better at spreading damage into a group. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love what I just read there. Initial starting ammo is reduced across all ammo stats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This change primarily affects the Crucible. Starting a Crucible match, you'll have less fusion rifle ammo in reserve. Bravo. In PvE activities, we persistently track your ammo. We only use initial ammo values if you're logging in for the first time or starting a Crucible match. Okay, bravo. Thank you, Bungie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's funny because I tweeted Andrew Weldon. He's, I think, the lead multiplayer designer. I said, hi, any chances you guys considering nerfing, well, no, reducing the range on fusion rifles? And sure enough, this comes out today. And no, I'm not trying to insinuate that this was changed because of my tweet. I just think all this is one big coinky-dinky. So now with regards to shotgun, they bring up a good point. No one uses them in PvE. I mean, in PvE, all I use is my fusion rifles. Shotguns, I don't like to get close. However, in PvP, that's all I use, and they also address with the special ammo capacity of PvP that people just will straight use their shotguns all the time. Now guys, hear me out, because I know there's a lot of you guys that hate shotgun users. I use them because I feel like I'm forced to, because when fusion rifle heads are going to cross-map kill me, I max my agility on whatever character I'm using, and I rush them with my full auto comedian. I don't know how I got a dropped version of a full auto comedian with the perk that when you aim down sight, it makes the spread of the pellets smaller, whatever. It just makes it more accurate. Absolutely love that thing. But let's talk about what they're doing here. Okay, so goals. Shotgun is the most optimal at very close range. Makes sense. Complements melee attack and other close quarters class builds. Of course, the whole, what is that called, the Halo thing where you melee and then shotgun, or shotgun then melee? I don't know. Offensively closing on an enemy with a shotgun is a risk-reward timing thing. Okay. Changes. So they can increase the damage 2 times, 100% against all non-Guardian combatants, aliens. Reduce high-end range values, damage fall-off starts sooner, so Crucible players with long-range shotguns need to be a little closer for successful one-hit kills. Totally fine with that. Makes sense. I don't have to rush you guys as much with your fusion rifle. It says, like the fusion rifle, initial starting ammo is reduced across all ammo stats in the Crucible. Starting a Crucible match, you'll have less shotgun ammo in reserve. PvE activities will persistently track your ammo. We only use initial ammo values if you are logging in for the first time or starting a Crucible match. I am totally comfortable with that, guys. I rely primarily on my primary weapon, like you're supposed to. Secondaries in most first-person shooting games are supposed to be for emergency situations, so I tend to go to my full auto comedian when I'm in an emergency I can't talk today. Situation. I don't run around with it just picking up special ammo and using it continuously the whole time like people do, because that's what in my opinion, Rumble is. I played Rumble the other day just for the bounty, never playing it again. It was just all fusion rifles and shotguns. So what did I use? I used my shotgun the whole time. Now, as for scout rifle, sniper rifle, heavy machine gun, rocket launchers, they're not touching them, and it kind of makes sense. I'm not going to read it verbatim, but basically, with the changes they're making to fusion rifles, shotguns, and etc., maybe more people will use scout rifles and more people will use sniper rifles, hopefully. So that's it. Let me know in the comments what you think of all these changes. Drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Links will be in the description. And that's it. You stay beautiful, Guardians.